I wasn't really trying to recruit, but I was just like, I don't like to hear people unhappy. We've been
Right.
there.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
there's enough change out there. You can go anywhere you want. If you're
Yeah.
unhappy, go. I mean, there's lots of places out there. It's not
Yeah.
hard, but people are just nervous to move,
Change. Yeah.
because you get comfortable where you're at. It was maybe the first one that brought you in. I mean, I was a little nervous in the beginning, but sometimes you just have to. And TPA is under Spark, so it's actually just a lateral move. It's not a real
Right.
big deal at
She
that
does have
point.
spark. So yeah, exactly. She just doesn't like the way they were structured in the process there. It sounds like.
Yeah, well, they're good for some things. Yes, I think they're an older agency now. I mean, I'm not bad mouthing anybody, but it depends on the person and the fit and the team and everything. There's a lot of things that go in it. You can't just join a team and it not work out and then just stay there. So I feel bad for anybody that's not really taking advantage of everything and that we have, but at the same, I don't, there's two sides to every story. Maybe she had an opportunity, maybe they set her up, but then it was just a slow go and they're like, well, just let us know what you want to do, and then she didn't do it. I mean, I don't know the
I don't
situation,
either. You're right. I mean, it's
but
possible someone else was behind.
you know what, people get frustrated, and then and then they gotta make a change. A lot of times, you either make a change or you stick it out and you make a change in what you're doing where you're at.
Yeah.
Maybe, because, I'm doing okay. I know if I made a change and started working out again, I would feel so much better than I do now. But I'm okay where I'm at. I'll just complain to myself that I'm fat. But if I make that internal change to do better where I'm at, I know I can grow more here.
I didn't know this was going to be a convicted call.
Well, but it's interesting because you're right. Like, people, I think they want to go to an organization and get immediate success, and they don't see it. So then they're like, oh, they didn't set me up for success. And it's like, well, yeah, there's some things that can be done better, but the reality is you have to want it. You have to go after it. I just think people choose the wrong place because they think they're just going to get immediate, business handed to them. And it's like, nope, that's not how it works. I mean, yeah, maybe in the beginning you get some, you get some bait, you get some help, but you got to go after it. That's the only way you're going to succeed.
Yeah. The grass is only green where you water it, right? So it might look green over there because you're not watering it over here. So it just depends on what you're putting in. If you're not putting anything in, then yeah, nothing's going to come back, and there's always going to be an issue. But maybe it's the atmosphere where you're at. It's not conducive to you watering it. So then you move.
Could be personality too. Everybody has the personality for the confidence that you need in this. And so sometimes you're not as successful because you don't come across confident in what you're giving. And then you lose that.
You're absolutely right. And I know TPA. I hung out with them this weekend, or that Medicarians, and that's a whole different personality. He is aggressive, very structured, and like prim and proper, and he wears high waters. So I mean, if you're not into high waters, then it's not going to work for you.
What's his name?
I'm just saying. But
What's
honestly,
his name?
though,
I don't know if I've met him before.
Brent Colley.
Oh no,
he runs the Medicare Expo.
Oh, that's the guy.
Oh,
yeah, the little guy with the mustache. Yeah.
Oh, he's the owner of TPA.
The Captain Hook. Well, he's part owner. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he started it, and then he brought in a partner, I think, now. But he's very, very put together and very rigid and very just right there. And then then you see me or Michael, and your shirt's untucked and just easy going, and we're just trying to work together and help everybody build. And it's not like forcing it down your throat. You're right. It's a lot of personality of where you want to be. I mean, I guess we could be further if we had quotas, right? If anybody put parameters on things, yeah, you could do, but you can put your own parameters on things, right? if you really feel that you need that structure, yes.
I'm not a good poker face. I said this last night. Like, you say something and I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. He's preaching to me. It's easy to get off track.
Well, it's easy to get off track. Yeah. One of the parameters at New York Life was every day they said make 2 appointments for sometime in the future. I don't know what you're doing today, but you got to make 2 appointments for sometime in the future. Doesn't matter what it is, just that you're out doing something and that you're constantly working towards those 2 things. And if you have 2 appointments every single day, then you're going to work those 2 appointments, and then you're going to make calls or get another appointment from one of those appointments to, an introduction, a meeting, a going over things, a sale, a presentation of the policy, a referral meeting.